Functional? Yes. Low maintenance? Yes. This system meets my two considerations beautifully. What it is? Organizing alphabetically. In this video, I share why organizing in alphabetical order is highly functional and low maintenance. Field trip around my house, and I'll share where organizing alphabetically helps me. For me, the purpose of adhering to an organizing system is to retrieve and reset as efficiently as possible. In other words, I want to minimize retrieval and resetting time. Organizing alphabetically is a reliable system to use because the English language system hasn't changed in the last 500 years, nor is it forecast to change. And so the placements of the things that are organized will stay consistent. Now, functional retrieval has two parts: placement and physical space. I'm saving my thoughts on physical space for another video, but if you're curious, I follow Dana K. White's concept container. Reason number two: I love how easy it is to communicate where things are when I organize alphabetically. This is important to me because I am the person in the house who makes homes for the majority of our objects, and I'm the person who is asked, where is this thing? The communication piece, which is what is tiresome for me, is greatly simplified when I organize alphabetically. I love being able to say it's in the filing cabinet, BC Hydro, alphabetically. Also, I can say laundry room storage cabinet, hardware, screws, organized alphabetically. And since we're here, these are a few shelves that store tools, including gloves and hammers, hardware anchors, hardware hooks, hardware miscellaneous, hardware nails, hardware screws, picture hanging, screwdrivers and snips, tape, wax sealing kit, and wrenches. I love hard copy recipes, and I print out any recipes that I'm curious about trying. And if it's a keeper and if it's a recipe that I want to reference again and cook again, then I'll label it properly and put it in my binders. And again, it suits me. Here are three more examples of how organizing alphabetically is very functional. These are almost all the keys that we store, and they're hung alphabetically. You can see my label that says so. Also, I have a binder to manage all the seeds and plant tags for growing seasons. Inside, the top right corner of each page protector is labeled, and they're stored alphabetically. This system is helpful because I can tuck in the actual seeds into the page protector. This closet stores all of our medicines. Although these are not the organizing containers I would select today, I choose to use what I have because this system functions well enough. Again, all categories are stored alphabetically. Maintainability. Adding an object to a system that is organized alphabetically is really, really easy. It's also very, very easy to remove. Another great example of how easy it is to maintain is how my friend Kelly organized her spices alphabetically at my recommendation. She purchases spices in plastic packages in the envelopes, and what she does is she bag clips them. And when she consulted me about helping her getting some organizing done in her kitchen, they were tossed in a basket, and I told her to hear me out. I know many people consider me insane, but I asked her to consider organizing her spices alphabetically. And 3 years later, she's still doing it. And I'm so happy for her because it works for her. She doesn't decant her spices because it doesn't suit her. But when she wants to remove any spices or add any spices to her collection, it's really easy for her to add to it. And it's very easy for her to remove it. A non-home example is how I used alphabetical organizing in my carnival binder recently. Carnival is a fundraising event at my son's elementary school, and I volunteered to be lead organizer. This year, I experimented and really benefited from creating a binder that had all of the information organized alphabetically, and I informed all of the volunteers where the binder lived, that it was organized alphabetically, and they were to use it as they needed. It was nice because I know that Tim, one of our volunteers, he was able to help himself and independently find the information on the slushy machine instructions because he went to S. He knew where the binder was. He knew that he would likely find the information that he needed. And that helped volunteers be entirely self sufficient and kept me available for higher level organizing. I'm Ramina, and I love the alphabet.